Alright everyone, welcome back to my channel, Baseball Talk with Nick Morgan. So today we're going to be talking about the 2019 Players Weekend Best Jersey Nicknames. I'm super excited to be doing this. If you guys were around the channel last year, I did this exact same thing, but with the 2018 nicknames, and you guys all really enjoyed it. I split it up into 3 different videos. If you haven't seen them or just want to check them out, you can go ahead and use the links down below in the description box to take you to every single one of those videos. But yeah, I'm really excited for this. I think this is a great thing that Major League Baseball implemented. It's the 3rd year that they're doing this Players Weekend thing, and I really like it. I want to get my hands on some of these jerseys. I think they look super sick, and there's a lot of great nicknames that we're going to be talking about. So with that being said, I want to get right into the video, but first I want to show you guys what the jerseys look like. So I think, in my personal opinion, these Players Weekend jerseys look really fresh and really clean. I want to pick at least one of them up. They look really good. 15, as you can see on the screen, 15 Major League Baseball teams have all white jerseys and the other 15 have all black jerseys. I think when they're in play, they're going to look really good together, and I'm excited to see them in action. I think it's going to look great. Sometimes the All-Star Game jerseys and the Home Run Derby jerseys aren't amazing, but I think they really did well with these jerseys, and they're going to be in play for 3 days. They'll be used for 3 days later in August 23rd through August 25th. I want to know what you guys think, though, down below in the comment section about these jerseys, because I think some people won't like them because there's no colors to it, but I think they look really good. Again, that's my opinion, but let me know what you guys think down below. So we're going to be kicking it off, starting with the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. The first name in this video that will be featured is Cam Bedrosian. His nickname is Bedrock, and immediately that brings me back to my Minecraft days. I think that's going to look super sick on a jersey. I'm excited to see that we got some good nicknames. That's a good way to start off. The next one is Ty Buttrey. Now, I'm kind of like a sucker for the emojis on the back of these jerseys. I think they're going to look super sick. So he has a peach and then tree emojis. I don't know why exactly, but I think it'll look pretty cool. And then it's not a party without Showtime, Shohei Ohtani. I'm really excited about all of these. I just can't wait. This is amazing. I love this. This is all about that let the players play factor that they have in baseball, and I really enjoy that, and the bat flips and everything. I think it's a great way to go ahead and get everyone involved. So Showtime, I think, is amazing. We also have Dylan Peters, who is Dilly Pickles. And then Albert Pujols, who is La Maquina, which means the machine in English, and we know that that's his nickname. He's been the machine for years now. I think that's awesome. Mike Trout, the best player in baseball, is Kid with a bunch of eyes in the middle, so it's kind of stretched out. And he did that, I believe, last year as well. And then the last one we're talking about from the Angels is Justin Upton. He has a J and then the up arrow emoji. Again, I'm a sucker for those emojis. I think it's going to look super sick on a jersey, and I had to mention it here in the video. The Houston Astros aren't only home to a very good baseball team, but to some good nicknames as well. Michael Brantley will be sporting Champ on his back for this weekend. Garrett Cole will be wearing Chef G, I'm assuming because he serves strikeouts like there's no tomorrow. Will Harris is Clutch Cam. Jake Marisnick will be wearing Big Fudge. And Josh Reddick is Mr. Irrelevant. Now, I don't know the meaning behind most of these nicknames, this one especially. I don't know why he chose that. I don't know if that's a nickname he had growing up or if it started in baseball. I don't know where that came from. If you guys do know, let me know down below in the comment section. But I thought that's probably one of the best nicknames we've seen so far in this video. We have a lot more good ones to come. Stay tuned. So now heading over to Oakland, we have some good nicknames over here as well. Chris Bassett is Seabase. Jake Diekman is Gut It Out. Sean Manaea, one of my favorites probably of this video, is the Maniallator. I think that is sick. I want to see him on the mound throughout Players Weekend, and I want to see him absolutely destroy the opposing team because I think that would just be super cool. I love that. I think, if he was on the Yankees, I'd definitely pick up that jersey. I think if I'm going to spend the money for one of these, though, I will probably get someone from New York. But I think that's probably one of my favorites this video. We also have Nick Martini, who's just going to be wearing a martini emoji on his back along with his number. And Josh Fegley, who's PTBNL, which means player to be named later. I'm pretty sure he had that same nickname last year. Again, I don't know the meaning behind it, but I think that's really cool. The Toronto Blue Jays have some great young studs this year, and they have some really nice nicknames as well for Players Weekend. I'm going to pretty much talk about every young stud that they have. Bo Bichette will be wearing Bo. I know it's not a great nickname, but I think it's just really cool and nice to see. I think you guys would want to know about that. Kevin Biggio is Biggie. Ken Giles is 100 Miles Giles. I think he had this last year. I think that's really sick as well. I like that jersey nickname. Lourdes Gurriel Jr. is hashtag Pina Power Jr. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is LK. I don't know exactly where that came from, but EL as in the in Spanish and then space K. Teoscar Hernandez is Mr. Seeds. You have Reese McGuire, who is going to be nicknamed Pieces, and I'm assuming that's because of Reese's Pieces, like a play on words. Thomas Pannone is Lil G. I don't know where that came from, but I thought I'd include that as well. And then Brock Stewart is Beef Stew. I think that's a pretty nice nickname as well. So that's going to close it out for the Toronto Blue Jays. So moving forward to the Atlanta Braves, we have some big names and some big nicknames here. Ronald Acuna Jr. is amazing at the plate and in the outfield, and he will be wearing El de la Sabana, which I believe means the one in the Savannah. I don't know where that nickname came from, if that has any meaning towards him. I'm assuming it does. If you guys do know, again, let me know down below in the comment section. Josh Donaldson, one of my favorite players in all of Major League Baseball right now. He's sporting the Bringer of Rain. He's had that nickname for years, and I'm super excited to see that back on his jersey. Mike Fultonwich is high voltage instead of high voltage. Really nice play on words. I like that one a lot. Freddie Freeman, I had added in here because that's a big name. One of the best first basemen in baseball. He's wearing Phillip. Luke Jackson is Skywalker, as in Luke Skywalker. I think that's really cool. Matt Joyce is Sweet Swingin'. I believe he had that nickname when he was with the Athletics. Sweet Swingin' Matt. And then Mark Melanson is Melanson, M-U-H space L-A-N space S-O-N. That's the pronunciation of his name. I think that's really cool. That might be one of my favorites, probably like my top 10. Definitely my top 15 for sure. That's a really good one. And then Sean Newcomb is Nuke. So we had some good nicknames there. And, we're going to get forward, moving on to the Brewers. Lorenzo Cain is 3 kids. The S in kids is going to be a $. Zach Davies is Bat Boy, which I think is really cool. Yasmani Grandal is the Yasmanian Devil. He's had that nickname for forever, at least as long as I can remember as well. Josh Hader is Haterade. That's a fun little play on words right there with Gatorade and Josh Hader. A little mix of that gives you Haterade. That's what he'll be wearing. And then Jeremy Jeffries is the bread emoji and butter emoji for bread and butter. I think that is super cool as well. And then Eric Thames has Phone Home on the back of his jersey, which is amazing because his initials are E.T. Of course, if you guys know E.T., the whole Phone Home scene, one of the biggest scenes in movie history, at least that decade. Now for some of the best jersey nicknames in St. Louis. Ryan Helsley is Hell's Bells, both of those words ending with Z for his jersey. Jordan Hicks is going to be wearing Type 1. Carlos Martinez is Tsunami. Andrew Miller, Miller Time. Yadier Molina, we've known this nickname. We've been calling him this throughout his entire career. Yadi. Then you have Marcelo Ozuna is the Big Bear. And Michael Waka is Whack-A-Mole, or Whack-A-Mole. So now for the Chicago Cubs, we have Javier Baez, who is El Mago. You have Nicholas Castellanos, one of the newest Chicago Cubs, as the artist. Chris Bryant, of course, is KB. Cole Hamels is Hollywood. Derek Holland is Dutch. And Craig Kimbrell is Dirty Craig. Also, big name guys like Anthony Rizzo are nicknamed Tony for this event. Ian Happ is Happer. And Wilson Contreras is Venezuela. Now for the Arizona Diamondbacks. Nick Ahmed will be wearing Slick Nick. Archie Bradley has Crash Landing on the back of his jersey for Players Weekend. Andrew Chaffin is the Sheriff. Jake Lamb is Lambo. Mike Leake, one of the brand new Arizona Diamondbacks, has Drip on his jersey. I think that's really cool. Tim Lacascio is Timmy Lowe. And then you have TJ McFarland, the Mac Attack. David Peralta is wearing Freight Train. That's a huge nickname that I know. I think a lot of people know Peralta as the Freight Train. The guy's a beast with a lot of power. And Luke Weaver is Dream like Dream Weaver. The Los Angeles Dodgers are currently the best team in baseball, but do their players have the best nicknames for Players Weekend? I'm going to let you guys decide right now. You have Pedro Baez as La Mula, which means the mule. Matt Beatty is Bader's Taters. Tony Gonsolin is Goose, with a lot of O's in there, kind of stretching out the word. Rich Hill, Field of Jeans. I think it's a nice play on words. It's usually Field of Dreams for those of you guys who don't know. Russell Martin is L, and then muscle emoji. You have John Peterson, who just has a crown emoji on the back of his jersey for Players Weekend. Ross Stripling will be wearing Chicken Strip, and I believe he has the same name as last year because I remembered reading that, and I thought I was talking about that in a video at one point, so I think Chicken Strip is the same as last year for Ross Stripling. I think that's a really cool name nonetheless. And then the last guy we're going to talk about on the Dodgers is Justin Turner, another one of my favorite players. He will be sporting red Turn 2 on his back. So the first one on our list for the San Francisco Giants is actually Madison Bumgarner. He will be wearing Mad Bum. That's a classic nickname. I love it. Sam Coonrod is Coach, and Brandon Crawford is DJ BC Raw. Alex Dickerson will be nicknamed Grandpa, and I don't know exactly where this ties into, if this has any meaning or relation to him or his family, but I think that's an interesting nickname, so I thought I'd share it with you guys. Evan Longoria is Longo. Jeff Samardzija is Shark. Pablo Sandoval is Panda. We all know Panda Sandoval. That guy is amazing. Stephen Vogt is I Believe. So another great jersey nickname here comes from Shane Bieber of the Cleveland Indians. Much like last year, he was wearing Not Justin on his back. I think that's amazing. Of course, Justin Bieber, he is not Justin Bieber, he is Shane Bieber. That's really cool. I like that a lot. They got a lot of traction last year. A lot of people were attracted to him in his jersey because of that. He got a lot of attention. I think that's really cool. Good for him. Carlos Carrasco is the cookie emoji because Carlos Cookie Carrasco, that's his nickname. You know, that's just how people know him. Mike Clevenger has a peach hand and then sun emojis, so that's really cool. Again, I'm a sucker for the emojis. I gotta throw him in here on this list. Francisco Lindor, he's gonna use some emojis as well. Smiley face emoji, Mr. Smile, and then smiley face emoji. Kevin Plawecki is Plaw Dog, but dog is D-A-W-G. Yasiel Puig, of course, is the Wild Horse, and Carlos Santana will be Slam Tana. So we're gonna see a couple guys on the Seattle Mariners with very similar nicknames, and you guys will know what I mean by that as I'm reading off this list. But Austin Adams is A squared because A is both of his initials. I think that's really fun. You know, nice little creative nickname there. Anthony Bass is T-Fish. Brandon Brennan, this is what I mean here. He's going to be B squared. So much like Austin Adams, he had the A as both of his initials, so he's A squared. Brandon Brennan is B squared. Ryan Court is Courthouse. JP Crawford is known as Crawdaddy. He'll be wearing that on the back of his jersey for the August 23rd to August 25th event. D. Gordon is the lightning bolt emoji. Ryan Healy is Bubba. Felix Hernandez, King Felix, that's a classic nickname. It doesn't have to be Players Weekend for us to know him by that. And then Yusei Kikuchi is actually You space Say. Again, the pronunciation, I think that's really cool. I like that a lot. That's, you know, just really creative to me. I think that's what makes it some of the best nicknames in baseball at this point in time. Moving on to the Miami Marlins, here we have a couple good nicknames. Sandy Alcantara is Sandman. Jeff Bertie will be wearing Birdman on his jersey. Wei Yin Chen is Wei In. Maybe that's how you pronounce it. I didn't actually think about that till now. But Wei Yin Chen will be Wei-In. And then Garrett Cooper is Koopaloop. Jarlin Garcia will be known as the Elephant. And Curtis Granderson is Grandy Man. Again, another classic nickname for a great player in baseball. If you think about the New York Mets, one of the first players you think about, at least for me, is Pete Alonso. He's an amazing rookie. He should definitely win the NL Rookie of the Year award, and he's amazing at the plate and on the field. We have known his nickname since day one is Polar Bear, and that is what he's going to be wearing for the Players Weekend event. I kind of want that jersey. I'm going to have to wait and see. I don't know how much they're going to cost just yet. I'm sure it'll be a pretty penny, but I might have to look into getting that one. J.D. Davis will be nicknamed Dizzle. Edwin Diaz will be wearing sugar on his back. Todd Frazier, another classic nickname for a great player, is Todd Father. Walter Lockett is the lock emoji. Seth Lugo is Puerto Rican. So I'm guessing he's a quarter Puerto Rican, and you just got to put those two together for Puerto Rican. And then you have Jeff McNeil, another guy who's been on fire with the Mets this year. He's the Flying Squirrel. Brandon Nimmo is Tater. Wilson Ramos nicknamed the Buffalo for this event. And then Marcus Stroman, a new New York Met. He's wearing HDMH. So I don't know what that means specifically, but if you guys do, please let me know down below in the comment section. Moving forward to the Washington Nationals, Matt Adams will be wearing Big City. Sean Doolittle is Obi-Shawn. Instead of Obi-Wan Kenobi from Star Wars, it's Obi-Shawn. Eric Fetty is Fettuccine, and then Howie Kendrick is nicknamed Truck. Carrying on with the Nationals list, you have Tanner Rainey, who is nicknamed Rain Man. Max Scherzer is Brown Eye. And a little bit of background here, if you guys don't know, he has two different colored eyes, Max Scherzer. His left eye is brown and his right eye is blue. So for the Players Weekend, he is Brown Eye. Interesting. And then you have Hunter Strickland, who is Southern Thunder, and Trey Turner is T-Cubed. Sean Armstrong of the Baltimore Orioles, nicknamed Army. Alex Cobb will be wearing Swan on the back of his jersey. Paul Fry is Papa Frita, which translates to French fry in English. David Hess is the Hess and then train emoji. So that's, of course, the Hess truck, or at least I think that's in reference to the Hess truck. Trey Mancini is Boomer, one of the best players on the Baltimore Orioles at this point in time. And then Renato Nunez is Ray with a crown emoji. So the San Diego Padres have Austin Hedges, who on his jersey will have a couple emojis. He will have a tree and then hog emojis. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. I don't know what that really resembles for Austin Hedges. But a tree and hog emojis is what he's going to be wearing. So that's really cool. Joey Lucchesi is Joey Fuego. Manny Machado, El Ministro, which means the minister. Again, I don't know where this is coming from or what the meaning for that is, but he'll be wearing El Ministro, that's Manny Machado. And Chris Paddock is Sheriff. So Andrew Chaffin had the Sheriff. Paddock, I think, is coming for him with pretty much the same nickname here. And Fernando Tatis Jr., you gotta love this guy. El Nino, which translates to the boy. And the final guy from the Padres we're going to be talking about today is Kirby Yates. That's Chubb Sr. So I don't know who Chubb Jr. is, but Chubb Sr. is Kirby Yates. The best nicknames coming out of Philly belong to Jake Arrieta, who is Jake the Snake. For his jersey, it'll just be Snake on the back, but that's a classic nickname. Jay Bruce is Bruce, again, stretching out the word with a couple extra U's and there to really emphasize it. Bryce Harper is Harp. I was actually a little disappointed there, just H-A-R-P, the first couple letters of his last name. I was hoping maybe he was going to have something bigger, something better, maybe, I don't know, $330 million, but that's cool. I like that. Bryce Harper, he's going the easy way out here, but Harp is going to be Bryce Harper's jersey nickname for Players Weekend. Then you have Reese Hoskins, who is Big Fella. Andrew Knapp is Nap Time, but spelled K-N-A-P-P, because that's how he spells his last name, K-N-A-P-P. Aaron Nola is Knowles. Jason Vargas, a new Philadelphia Philly, will be wearing Vargy, and Vince Velasquez is V-squared. Pittsburgh Pirates are one of the last teams we're going to be talking about in today's video. Starting it off for them is Melky Cabrera. He is Milkman, M-E-L-K, space, man. Josh Bell is J-B, so his initials, pretty simple and easy there. Kirby Polanco is L, Coffee, which is the coffee. And then Felipe Vasquez is Nightmare. Finish off this video, we're going to be talking about the Texas Rangers. Now, they really only have 3 big nicknames here that I found for you guys that I will be sharing. Delino DeShields is Lil Bob, Nomar Mazara is Big Chill, and Hunter Pence will be on screen because there's really no way to pronounce it. But I think that's really cool. One of my favorites as well when it comes to the jersey nicknames this year. So guys, that is going to end this video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to drop a like down below, comment, and subscribe. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. The goal is to hopefully hit that by the end of the year. So if you haven't already subscribed, I do ask that you please do so. I'd greatly appreciate it. It really helps me out a lot. If you guys want to see part 2, which will be us finishing the last couple of teams and best nicknames for Players Weekend, you guys can turn on your notifications as that video will be up probably tomorrow for you guys. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to comment down below your favorite nicknames and the best nicknames from this video. I will see you all next time. Peace.